You earn decent money, yet somehow you're still broke every month. He thought more income would fix everything, but something invisible kept stealing his future. Every morning feels like a race he's already losing before stepping outside. Bills pile up faster than motivation, and he doesn't know why. Is this how life stays forever? He works hard, long hours, yet money disappears like smoke after payday. Traffic crawls, thoughts spiral, something just doesn't add up anymore. Where is it all going? At work, he pretends everything's fine, but inside he feels constantly behind. Everyone else seems okay, or maybe just better at hiding it. Is he the only one struggling? Scrolling through perfect lives makes his reality feel even smaller than before. They travel, invest, upgrade, while he counts dollars between meals. What are they doing differently? At the store, every price feels like a quiet accusation against his choices. He debates necessities like they're luxuries he can't afford anymore. How did it get this tight? That moment when the card declines hits harder than he expected. I'm sorry, sir. It's not just money, it's dignity slipping quietly in public. How many times can this happen? Then the statement arrives, revealing numbers he avoids facing directly. Debt quietly grows while he pretends it's under control. But deep down, he knows it isn't. Looking in the mirror, he wonders where his control disappeared. He's not lazy, not careless, yet something keeps breaking his progress. What is he missing? Small choices didn't feel dangerous when they happened one by one. A subscription here, convenience there, nothing seemed like a big deal. But together, they became something bigger. He finally notices the pattern hidden beneath everyday convenience expenses. Money wasn't disappearing randomly, it was leaking through unnoticed habits. Could this be the real problem? Adding everything together hits harder than any single bill ever could. The total reveals a truth he can't ignore anymore. Why didn't he see this sooner? Even now, temptation appears instantly, just one tap away from repeating mistakes. His habits feel automatic, almost like someone else is deciding. Can he actually stop himself? For the first time, he pauses before acting on impulse. That tiny hesitation feels small, but something inside begins shifting. Is this where change starts? Writing everything down forces clarity he avoided for months. Numbers stop being abstract and become something he can control. Or at least, begin to understand. Late at night, he starts learning what no one ever taught him. Money isn't about earning more, it's about managing better. That idea changes everything slowly. One by one, he removes silent drains he once ignored completely. Each deletion feels like reclaiming control over his own life. But is it enough? Even a small saved amount feels different than anything before. It's not about size, it's about direction finally changing. Could this actually work long-term? Then suddenly, an unexpected bill hits, testing his fragile progress again. Old panic rises quickly, threatening to undo everything. Was this effort pointless after all? Right here, most people give up and fall back into old patterns. But what he chooses next will define everything moving forward. Stay with me, because this changes everything. Instead of quitting, he decides to face everything with brutal honesty. Every dollar now has a purpose, not just a destination. But can discipline outlast temptation? For the first time, he separates needs from wants without excuses. The truth feels uncomfortable, but also strangely empowering. Why did clarity feel so different?
Cooking at home becomes a quiet act of financial resistance. Each saved dollar starts building something invisible but powerful. Could small habits really change everything?
Hey, we're heading out. Want to join?
I don't know if I can tonight.
Come on, it'll be fun. Sorry, I read this time. Is sacrifice always part of progress? Check out my new ride! She's a real beauty, isn't she? Watching others upgrade their lives triggers something deeper than jealousy. Hop in, let's go for a spin! I can't. Doubt creeps in, but he reminds himself why he started. This isn't about looking rich, it's about becoming free. Freedom suddenly matters more than appearances. Automation removes the need for constant willpower and decision-making. Money starts moving correctly without emotional interference. Why didn't he do this earlier?
Paying down debt feels like lifting invisible weight off his shoulders. Each payment buys back a piece of his future. Could this momentum keep building?
Seeing progress, even small, changes how he views his situation. It's no longer hopeless, just unfinished. And that difference feels powerful. Temptation doesn't disappear, but his response starts to evolve. He chooses long-term peace over short-term satisfaction. That choice feels surprisingly strong. He realizes discipline in money mirrors discipline in every part of life. Consistency becomes his new identity slowly forming. Is this who he's becoming now? Payday feels different when money already has assigned roles. There's no rush to spend, only a plan to follow. Control replaces chaos quietly. I see the issue. This line item is throwing off your projections.
Oh, I see it now. That makes sense.
Exactly. Once you adjust that, the rest falls into place.
Of course.
Let's go through it. Instead of spending more, he starts earning with intention and purpose. Extra income now fuels progress, not lifestyle inflation. That shift changes everything again. So, with the parts and labor, the total comes to $1,200. $1,200? That's way more than I expected. I know, it's a big job, but we have to fix it. The panic isn't as strong this time. For the first time, he handles a crisis without financial fear. Preparation replaces anxiety in a powerful way. This feeling is new and addictive. Progress compounds quietly, almost unnoticed until it becomes undeniable. Small wins stack into something meaningful over time. Patience finally starts paying off. His environment begins reflecting the control he's building internally. Less chaos outside mirrors less chaos inside. Everything feels lighter somehow. Looking back, he realizes the problem was never just income. It was awareness, habits, and hidden patterns controlling everything. That truth hits deeply. Now, the future doesn't feel like something to fear anymore. It feels like something he can finally shape. And that changes everything ahead. Something subtle shifts the moment he wakes up without financial dread. The anxiety that once controlled him feels quieter now. When did that change happen? His mornings become intentional instead of rushed and reactive. Even small routines now feel aligned with a bigger purpose. Why does structure feel so powerful? A quick glance at his plan gives him quiet confidence for the day. He no longer guesses where money will go. He already knows. At work, nothing externally changes, but internally everything feels different. He's no longer working just to survive each month. There's direction now. Most people never reach this moment of awareness in their lives. But if you're seeing this, you're already ahead of many. Keep watching, this gets deeper. Impulse loses its grip when awareness becomes stronger than desire. He doesn't feel deprived anymore, just more in control. That feeling replaces guilt. The numbers finally begin reflecting the effort he's been putting in. Progress feels real, not imagined anymore. That changes his motivation completely. Peace replaces constant stress in moments he once overlooked entirely. Financial clarity creates space for mental clarity too. He didn't expect that part. His mindset shifts from chasing lifestyle to chasing long-term freedom. That single shift rewrites every financial decision he makes. Everything connects now. Look at Mr. Moneybags with his store brand tea bags. Not everyone understands the path he's choosing right now. Some even question if he's limiting his own life. But are they seeing the full picture? He realizes not all opinions deserve influence over his decisions. Confidence grows when clarity replaces comparison. That realization feels freeing. Now he starts thinking beyond survival and into actual wealth building. The idea of investing feels less intimidating than before. Could this be the next step? Even starting small creates a shift in how he sees his future. Money begins working for him, not just leaving him. That idea feels powerful. Growth doesn't explode overnight, it builds slowly and quietly. But consistency turns time into his greatest advantage. That changes the game entirely. Looking back, he sees how small habits once controlled everything. Now those same small actions are building something instead. The difference feels almost unreal. Simplicity replaces excess in ways he never expected before. Less clutter outside mirrors clarity inside his decisions. Everything feels intentional now. Security becomes visible through the safety net he built patiently. Unexpected events no longer feel like disasters waiting to happen. That fear slowly disappears. He realizes the biggest change wasn't financial, but psychological. Control over money gave him control over himself. That truth hits deeply. What once caused stress now feels like a normal part of life. Systems replaced chaos in a quiet, powerful way. This is what stability feels like. He didn't become rich overnight, but he stopped being broke. and that alone changes everything about his future. But the real lesson goes deeper. The difference between then and now isn't luck, it's awareness. Same income, completely different outcome driven by intentional choices. That realization hits hard. Looking back, he sees how invisible habits drained him quietly. Not big mistakes, just repeated small ones stacking over time. Why do most people miss this? He simplifies everything into rules he can actually follow daily. No complexity, just clarity guiding each financial decision. Simple, but incredibly powerful. I'll have a coffee, please.
Certainly, that'll be $4.
Here you go. Now, spending doesn't create guilt because it's already planned. He enjoys money without losing control over it. That balance feels new. He notices others still trapped in the same cycle he escaped. Good income, but constant stress and confusion about money. It's more common than he thought. That's when he realizes this isn't just his story anymore. It's a pattern affecting millions without them noticing. Why does no one talk about it? He dives deeper, learning how behavior shapes financial outcomes. Money isn't math, it's mostly mindset and habits. That insight changes everything again. He understands now that clarity must be built intentionally. Without structure, even high income collapses into chaos. Structure becomes his advantage.
So, this section shows your essential expenses. Okay, I see. And this is for savings? Exactly. It's key to building a buffer. That makes sense. Thanks.
If this feels familiar, you're closer to change than you think. Most people stay stuck because they never see the pattern. Stay with me. This matters. Discipline becomes automatic when identity starts shifting internally. He's no longer trying to change, he's becoming someone new. That difference is everything. Consistency builds momentum that no single decision can create alone. Progress compounds quietly until it becomes undeniable. That's when confidence locks in. External noise loses influence when internal clarity gets stronger. He stops reacting to everything designed to distract him. That control feels powerful. With stability built, he raises the standard for himself again. Growth doesn't stop, it evolves into something bigger. Now he's thinking long-term. Then external uncertainty appears, something he cannot control directly. The economy shifts, and fear spreads quickly everywhere. Will this undo his progress? Instead of reacting emotionally, he assesses the situation rationally. Preparation gives him confidence even in uncertain times. That's the real difference now. Flexibility becomes part of his system rather than a weakness. He adapts without losing direction or discipline. That's what stability looks like. He stays consistent even when results aren't immediately rewarding. Long-term thinking overrides short-term fear completely. That mindset sets him apart. Time passes, and his system keeps working quietly in the background. Consistency becomes more powerful than motivation ever was. That's the hidden secret. Nothing magical happened, just disciplined choices repeated consistently. Yet the outcome feels completely different from before. And this is only the beginning. For the first time, he tracks wealth instead of just surviving expenses. The perspective shift changes how he sees every financial move. This feels like real progress now. Things that once triggered desire now feel almost irrelevant to him. He sees through the illusion of instant lifestyle upgrades. That awareness protects him daily.
It's so good to see you. How have you been?
I'm doing really well, thanks. Just enjoying the moment.
You seem so at ease. It's a nice change.
It is. Feels good. Market movements no longer control his emotions like they once would. He understands volatility is part of the process. Patience becomes his advantage. He remembers how easily stress used to take over everything. One bad moment could ruin his entire mindset. Now, it barely shakes him. Control over money gave him control over his emotional reactions. That internal shift becomes the real transformation. Everything else follows naturally. Goals evolve as he grows beyond his previous limitations. He's no longer thinking about escaping debt, but building independence. That shift feels powerful. Every dollar now works toward a defined purpose in his system. There's no randomness left in his financial decisions. Everything has intention.
The same city that once felt overwhelming now feels full of opportunity. Nothing changed outside, everything changed inside him. That's the real difference.
Planning ahead removes surprises that once caused constant stress. He anticipates problems before they even happen. That preparation builds confidence. He stops chasing upgrades that don't actually improve his life. Value replaces impulse in every decision he makes. That clarity keeps him grounded. Security becomes something he can see, not just hope for anymore. That visible safety net changes how he lives daily. Fear slowly disappears. Looking back reminds him how far he's come mentally and financially. Growth feels more meaningful when you remember the struggle. That perspective matters. Peace becomes his new normal instead of a rare temporary feeling. Financial clarity creates space for real life to happen. That's something money can't buy.
Most people will never realize this until it's too late. But you still have time to change your direction completely. Stay with me, this matters more than you think.
He fine-tunes his system instead of starting over repeatedly. Consistency with improvement becomes his new strategy. That's how growth accelerates. Then the moment arrives, something he once thought impossible. His debt finally reaches zero after months of discipline. That feeling is indescribable. Relief washes over him in a way he never expected before. The weight he carried for years suddenly disappears. Everything feels lighter now. With debt gone, his focus shifts entirely toward building wealth. There's no more catching up, only moving forward. That changes everything again. He didn't change his income, he changed his behavior completely. And that made all the difference in his life. Now, he's truly in control. Life feels different when survival mode is no longer running everything. He wakes up with clarity instead of quiet panic. That alone changes everything. Now his finances operate like a system, not a constant struggle. Everything flows with intention instead of confusion. That structure builds real confidence. He finally has space to think about life beyond just money. Freedom creates room for better decisions everywhere else. That's something he never expected. For the first time, he gives without fear of losing stability. That shift proves how far he's really come. It feels meaningful, not stressful. It's hard to believe this is the same person from before. The habits didn't just change his money, they changed him. That realization hits deeply. What once caused anxiety now feels like a closed chapter. The past no longer controls his present decisions. That's real progress. Now others come to him for advice he once desperately needed.
I see, how can I apply that?
His experience becomes guidance for someone else's struggle.
That feels bigger than money.
Money starts working quietly in the background without constant effort. That's when he understands true leverage for the first time. It feels powerful. He's no longer mentally distracted by financial pressure during moments that matter. Presence replaces constant internal worry. That changes relationships too. Looking at the full year, the transformation becomes undeniable. Not overnight success, but consistent, disciplined evolution. That's what built everything. He realizes money was never the real problem from the start. It was the lack of awareness controlling his decisions. That truth stays with him. Everything connects back to habits repeated without thinking daily. Change those, and everything else begins to shift naturally. It's that simple. Now his goals extend far beyond basic financial survival. He's building a life designed with intention and clarity. That vision feels real. The same world looks completely different through a disciplined mindset. Opportunities become visible where stress once blocked everything. That perspective changes reality. He sees the same cycle still trapping so many people around him. High income, low awareness, repeating endlessly. It's everywhere once you notice it. Instead of judging, he understands because he lived that reality too. But now, he's no longer part of that cycle. That separation matters. Security isn't something he hopes for anymore, it's something he built. That foundation supports everything else in his life. It feels solid. Systems now run his finances without emotional interference at all. Consistency continues even when motivation fades completely. That's the real advantage.
Looking out, he realizes how close he once was to staying stuck forever. One decision changed everything. and most people never make it.
If you've watched this far, you already understand what most don't. The question is, will you actually act on it? Because that's where everything changes. This is where everything finally makes sense in a quiet, powerful way. Not luck, not timing, just consistent choices shaping his life. That truth feels undeniable now. He didn't escape struggle by chance, he rebuilt his habits completely. That transformation didn't happen overnight, but it never stopped. That's what made it real. Money is no longer something he fears or avoids anymore. It's something he understands and directs with clarity. That shift changed everything. His environment now reflects the discipline he built over time. Nothing excessive, everything intentional and meaningful. That balance feels right. He sees the same stress playing out everywhere around him still. The cycle continues for those who never pause to question it. That difference is everything. Walking away from that cycle becomes a conscious decision now. He knows exactly what path leads back to that life, and he avoids it. He reaches milestones earlier than he once believed possible, not because of luck, but because he stayed consistent. That discipline paid off. Life slows down when urgency is replaced with stability. He finally has time to think, grow, and enjoy simple moments. That's real wealth. The future no longer feels uncertain or out of his control. It feels like something he's actively building every day. That changes everything ahead. There's no need to check obsessively anymore. The system works. Trust replaces fear in his daily routine now. That's a different life. He remembers exactly how it felt to be stuck in that cycle. That memory keeps him grounded and aware. He never wants to go back. Budgeting is just balancing what you earn with what you spend.
So I need to track my expenses?
Exactly. Prioritize needs first, then savings.
That makes sense.
Everything comes back to one simple principle he now lives by. Control your choices, or they will control you. That truth never changes. While the world rushes without direction, he moves with clarity. That difference separates stress from stability completely, and it shows in everything. There was a moment where he almost didn't change anything. That single hesitation could have kept him stuck forever. That's how close it was. But he made a decision most people delay for years. He chose awareness over comfort in that moment. That changed everything. Now results reflect the discipline he committed to daily. Not perfect actions, just consistent ones over time. That's what built this life. Peace becomes the ultimate reward beyond any financial number. A stable mind, a clear path, and control over life. That's true success.
He realizes the journey wasn't about money at all. It was about becoming someone capable of managing it. That's the real transformation.
If this story feels familiar, your turning point is right now. The next decision you make matters more than you think. Don't ignore it. Change doesn't start with money, it starts with awareness. Everything else follows when that shift happens inside. That's where it begins. You don't need more income to begin changing direction. You need clarity about where it's already going. That's the hidden truth.
Small actions repeated daily shape outcomes far more than big decisions. Consistency beats intensity every single time. That's how change happens. What once felt restrictive now feels like complete freedom. Structure creates space for everything else to grow. That's the paradox.
Most people will keep chasing more without fixing the foundation first. And that's why the cycle never ends for them. But you see it now.
Awareness separates those who stay stuck from those who move forward. That line is invisible but incredibly powerful. Now you know it exists.
The choice has always been there, waiting quietly in the background. Most ignore it, but some decide to act. That's the difference.
Everything changes the moment you decide to take control. Not tomorrow, not later, but right now. That moment matters most.
This isn't just his story anymore, it can be yours too. The same path exists if you choose to follow it. That's the truth. In the end, staying broke was never about income alone. It was about unseen habits shaping every outcome. Now you finally understand why.